If you're thinking of running for office in the next year or two, there are some things you should do before you make that decision. Doing them will make your time on the campaign trail easier. Failure to do them will make your life hell and make you wish you had. Number 1, consult your loved ones. If you are married or have a partner, and especially if you have children, consult with your loved ones before making your decision. Campaigns take time, energy, and you won't always be home for dinner. You'll also be gone a lot on weekends. Your life at home will be a miserable existence if your loved ones hate what you're doing and grow to resent your absence. Number 2, get your family finances in order. Campaigns often put a strain on the family budget, and even if you're not using your own money to pay campaign bills, you will find there's less time for work. If you're self-employed, you'll have less time for clients. If you work for someone else, don't expect that the boss will happily pay you when the campaign requires that you miss work. Number 3, know the rules for getting on the ballot. In many jurisdictions, it's easy to do that. You collect a few signatures or pay a small fee and it's done. But some states and jurisdictions make it very difficult to get on the ballot, requiring an exorbitant fee or thousands of signatures. And the rule book that regulates the way those signatures are filed is more complicated than the U.S. tax code. Best to know what you're up against before you make the decision to run. Number 4, update your resume. You'll need a resume for your website, and some will ask you for it. Make sure it includes the jobs you've held, the degrees you've earned, organizations you belong to, charitable and civic organizations you volunteered for, and honors you have received. Do not, under any circumstance, embellish your resume, exaggerate what you've done, or claim degrees you have not earned. You will get caught, and it will be a bad day when you do. Number 5, make it a habit to be informed. The people you meet and ask for help will expect you to know what's going on in the world, your country, state, and jurisdiction. It's hard to find objective truth on talk TV, but it can be found by glancing at the headlines in 3 to 5 newspapers that cover the world, national, state, and local news. Be wary of relying on just one newspaper. Objective journalism is an oxymoron. The views of reporters and headline writers affect what they cover and how they report it. Rarely do you get the whole truth from just one publication. Number 6, make sure you're running for the right office for the right reasons. Make note of the problems you'd like to fix and how you would solve them if you had the power to do so. That is what should dictate the office you run for. If you view politics as a game of chess, thinking that if you just get elected to a job you don't want so that you can someday run for a job you do want, you'll find yourself unhappy at the office and unhappy at home. Number 7, study your jurisdiction. Before you make a decision, you really should take the time to learn about the jurisdiction where you're running, its size, population, partisan affiliation, voting habits, and the demographic composition, including age, race, ethnicity, income, education level, and major employers. It's okay to run in a jurisdiction where you can't win if you have something important to say or a cause you want to advance, but you should know what you're up against before you make that decision. Number 8, study your opponent. If you're running against an incumbent, you'll have to explain to voters why they should fire the current office holder. That's easy if the incumbent is unpopular. Much harder to do in a district held by a popular person. If you're thinking of running in an open seat, you'll still have to make the case on why you are a better choice than your opponent. Google their name. Look for newspaper articles where their name has been mentioned. Look at their social media posts and voting history. You can't make your case well if you're clueless about your competition. Number 9, check your social media posts. The minute you start talking to people about running for office, word will spread, and someone is going to start looking at everything you've ever posted on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter. If you've ever said something offensive or anything that could be misunderstood or taken out of context, delete it. If you don't, you will see it in a negative ad. Number 10, get some help, especially if you're running for the first time. A coach, a mentor, someone who's run before, some professional help from someone who's worked on several campaigns. There are many moving parts to a successful political campaign, and no one can become an expert by reading books or looking at articles on Google. You can learn a lot by doing that, but it takes time. And if you go that route, you'll spend a lot of time learning things you don't need to know. Better to get help from someone who can help you complete the task only you can do and knows the difference between the important and the not. I'll add one more to this list. If you decide to run, be a leader, not a follower. The good Lord gave you your own brain, your own moral code, your own notions of right and wrong. Use them and be who you are. Too many in public life today believe politics is the art of sticking their finger in the air and responding only to daily shifts in political winds. When voters vote for you, they are trusting you to make judgments on their behalf. They expect you to be worthy of the trust placed in you. You'll leave them disappointed if you prove you weren't. I'm Jay Townsend.